mindset, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Here we go again. You ready?
Keep the back
yeah. Money talks, what the is he saying? Huh? You can't ask his, then ask his who's the man. Bro, them get the steppin' like parades about them bands. My little Tinkerbell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Yeah, let's go, get some money, they playin'. Hopped up out this Cybertruck, my wrist cost a lamb. I'm tired of buying cars to my driveway jam. The neighbors still trying to figure out who I am, who I be. To these weak. They say money talk, put diamonds in my teeth. I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet. Messed up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right, you better not ever reach. For this train over here, I underneath. Yeah, I ripped that 5, but I the 6 feet deep. Let's go, 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 let's go.
I picked up, let's go. She had too much fun. I think she got too motor in the trunk. Up out the roof. Got a. I think she lost one shoe. Gang the truth. I told her, oh my F's, you got the juice. I pulled up at her friend's house and kicked her out the coop. Gave it the boot. Bye bye. Yeah, she untamed gorilla that was born in the zoo. That's why you so rude. Who the is you? Got business wasting school. Spent the whole million on one set is ocean blue. That's why you so up, cause I pay my dues.
Let's go, 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 let's go.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You don't wanna violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that'll get with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros.
Do
like
you really
that.
wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't gonna be trust.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And we're off in Detroit. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought down by Christian Wilkins. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 10 now. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. The Lions readying for the punt. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Raiders' drive is going to start deep on their own side of the field. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying it left side with Akers. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 17. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Catch is made down the right sideline. A big completion for the rookie out of Penn State, and it gets his guys the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now first run of the game, Zamir White. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. They'll try and throw it here. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Again, this is White. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground.
And in for the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A give left side for Gibbs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Offense up to the line fast. First down, and they go right back to it. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down, and he's caught behind the line for a loss. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Running for it, here's Gibbs. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And this one does not go far. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They start out with a 3rd and 9. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hennessy threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now the Raiders readying for the punts, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. He's off to the races. Into the red zone. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Fox now to kick this one away. Trey Tucker to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. He's out in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on the play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Pass play coming here. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Coming left is White. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back now, pressure on its way. That's caught. Here's Zamir White. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Going left side, Bowers has it. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Went the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. White has nothing on that that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or you now forced to put the ball in the air.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They'll run. It's White. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running it with Gibbs. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jack Jones making that tackle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Brought down by Christian Wilkins. Working quickly here.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions pushing for points. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Pass play now. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Jack Fox on to punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now we give to Akers, running left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And he makes the Mets go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions tie things up at 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Tucker now on the return. Return's looking good so far. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Getting right back to it after that interception. He's finally caught, and he'll just call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. They'll throw on 1st. That's brought in by White. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 33 on 2nd down. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's in. Touchdown! The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. They go play action here. He's going deep. Looking for Williams, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Not a lot of arms in this league can deliver that throw from half the field away. Unfortunately, it goes right into the hands of the other team.
Yeah, not many today, Kate, and I would argue not many in the history of the game. It's a short list. I'll put Jeff George, John Elway, Jay Schrader had an absolute cannon. But you all...
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And he's going to go. It's a big 6. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick 6 to watch.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions tie this game at 21. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Tucker now on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Tucker now on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. White trying this straight ahead. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Running on second with White. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. 8 yards on that play, and they only have 1 now to go on 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd down run from White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You gotta putt.
You want me to bake?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay,
Gotta
can we
play.
bake? How about we have the picnic? You want to play the picnic?
But the
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
First down, ball at the 36. They send a receiver in motion right. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. Hits the 20. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Fox now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's got Bowers working the sideline. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Throwing from the gun here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders tie us up 28-all. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner.
It gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's White again. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going play action. He lofts one deep, center of the field. He's got it at the 30. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Fox now to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this out to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to get that one to Brock Bowers. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Out of the gun, White. Across the 45 and still going. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for Raiders first. From the gun, a run for White. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Escapes the pocket. And they pick him off again. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Another one for Gibbs. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. First and 10 from the 41. Receiver in motion, going left. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Running it with David Montgomery. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. All right, here we go. Second down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know they say at any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
This is Gibbs on second down. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. A give left side for Gibbs. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Fox now to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Handoff headed right. It's Akers. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to throw now, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. That one gains 7. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Down the left sideline he goes. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. It's into the hands of White. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Raiders gotta score in a hurry. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing from the gun. The throw is caught. Touchdown! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders cut it to a field goal game. Down inside 2 minutes now. They're going to line up to try the onside kick. And no luck. The Lions there to recover. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. And right away, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Montgomery now up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week.